Welcome to AI Martian, guys. This is Krishna, and today I'm going to talk about again one more loss function, which is mean absolute error. So, what is mean absolute error? What are the mathematical operation behind it, and how we can use it in a model? I will let you know about it. I will train one more model for on regression, so you guys can simply use MAE, that is mean absolute error. Okay, in that model. Okay, so after placing that using that MAE in that model, when you will train, you will get a kind of loss there which will reduce after each epoch. All right, so I'm not going to create any model using MAE right now in this video, but I am going to explain about the mathematical operation behind MAE. All right, like mean absolute error, what are the mathematical operation behind it, how we can understand this. I will also take one example, a simple example using which you guys can understand like what I'm talking about. So let's go to Google Colab Sheet. Of course, I'm not going to train the model, but on Google Colab Sheet, I will show you something like in the sequence I have mentioned, we are going in the same sequence. All right, so let's move to Google Colab Sheet. So we were talking about loss function. We had talked about binary cross entropy, categorical cross entropy. In last session, we talked about mean square error, MSE. And now today I'm going to talk about mean absolute error, right? So how it work, what are the mathematical operation behind it? I'm going to make a heading of it first of all. I'm scrolling it down because this sheet is very lengthy now. So yeah, this is mean absolute error. I create a heading of it. Now, how it works. So let me give you one example. Let me clean the screen first of all. Yeah, this is fine. So yeah, one more thing, guys. When I'm drawing something, try to make a or note down whatever I'm writing on the screen, all right? Because that is also useful, all right? That's a kind of notes will help you out to learn and understand what the thing is going on behind such kind of terminologies, okay? So as you can see, here we have mean absolute error. Let me change the color. Mean absolute error. So what is it? So it is help, mean absolute error help to reduce loss of a model. Now you guys will ask what kind of model. So there are two kind of model we generally created. First one is classification, and the second one is regression. So I'm talking about regression model. It will help you out in regression. MSC is also mean square error, also help in regression. Okay, so it is for regression. Okay, again, can we use it on a salary data set? Of course you can use it on salary data set. Even I used in last class, okay, in the salary data self itself. Okay, so if you didn't go through my video, last video, please go through it. And let's see what it is. So as name given, mean absolute error. So first of all, we have to calculate error. Then we have to calculate the absolute value of the error. And then we have to calculate the average or mean of the overall error. So what are you talking about? Let me give you one example. Okay, let's say Krishna has a company. Let's say I have a company. Okay, not now, maybe soon. So Krishna hiring three people in his company. First person name is A, second person name is B, third person name is C. All right, and Krishna offering them salary on the basis of their experience. Okay, so let's say experience of experience of A is 1 year, B has 3 years, and C has 1.5 years. All right. So Krishna is offering them salary now on the basis of their experience and other factor as well, but that factor is not mentioned here. Okay. So just for now, let's say Krishna is offering them some salary. Okay. So let's say he's getting 5,000 of salary, the first person. Okay. The second person getting 6,000 of salary. And the third person is getting 6,000 of salary as well. Now, this is a kind of, means if I'm talking about experience, according to experience, the person whose name is B must have higher salary than all, right? Because he has a more experience, but I am offering them 6,000. Okay. So what is the problem? Like, is there any kind of changes I have to make? So I will simply pass this data, let's say, to a model. Okay. I will create a model. Okay. Let's say I'm creating a model. I am creating a model. A model on the basis of this salary. Let's say I pass this data. Okay. I pass this feature and this target to this model. And again, after training this model, after train this model, I ask this model, let's say my model is saying, if you will pass A, it will be 6,000. Okay. If you will pass again B to this model, it will give, let's say, 7,000. If not 7,000, let's say it is 9,000. Okay. And if you'll pass C to the same model, it will say like its salary should be 7,500. Okay. This is the actual salary what I should offer him. Okay. So now the problem is like, if my model says such kind of salary to all the three person, is there any kind of losses, okay, that these person make, this person making, right, some losses, because he is deserving 6,000, he's deserving 9,000, he's deserving, let's say, 7,500, but I'm giving lesser salary. So this is a kind of loss, right? So now if I will say what is the loss of A, so loss of each salary holder, let's say salary holder, let's say, so the first person who's having 5,000, okay, and the losses is making, when we'll subtract it, so this is called actual salary. Okay, I'm sorry for the spelling. And this is called pred salary or predicted salary. Okay. So when you will subtract this, you will get some sort of minus 1,000 kind of loss he is making. Okay. Whereas if you will go for, B candidate, he is getting 6,000 of salary right now, and using same formula. This is the formula. Okay. Actual salary minus predicted salary, actual value or predicted value. Okay. So I am talking in the context of salary, and that's why I mention here salary. All right. So 6,000 minus what is that? B actually deserving 9,000, right? So let's say I'm mentioning here 9,000. So he's making loss of 3,000. Similarly, C getting 6,000 salary right now, but he's deserving 7,500. So he's making loss like 1,500. Okay. All right. Now, let's say one more data point is here. D. Just to make you understand, I'm doing it. So he's let's say again 1 year of guy and getting 7,000 of salary, let's say. Okay. So 1 year of guy making 7,000 of salary, his name is D, and 7,000 if I will subtract, so what should be the salary of a 1 year guy? So it should be 6,000 according to model, but what I'm offering him 7,000. Okay. So he is basically earning 1000 more. Okay, this is also a kind of loss. Okay, means I'm not providing the actual value what my model is suggesting, right? So that is also loss, right? Now this is called error. This is called error. Error of each data point. Okay, I have 4 salary holders. Okay, and I want to calculate the error of each salary holder individually, and that is called error. Okay, residual, you can say. Okay, this is called residual also. Okay, I talked about it in my binary cross entropy session. All right, so now what I have to calculate? I have to calculate absolute loss. Now what is absolute value? Let's say I'm just marking these values 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm just noting it here. I'm just mentioning it here. Let's say a data point making loss of 1000, B making loss of 3000, C making loss of 1500, and D making loss of 1000. You guys will say D is not making loss, D is in a profit, but according to maths and statistics I'm talking, this is also a kind of loss because he's deserving 6000, but I'm giving him 1000 more. All right, so these values are not absolute value. Absolute value, why it is not absolute value? Let's talk about it. Because this is in negative sense, this is in negative sense, and this is in positive sense. Absolute value means there is no such kind of plus minus symbol. Okay, there is only a positive part. Okay, like if I want to calculate absolute value, we generally heard about it, you have to pass that value inside a mod. This is a mod. Okay, so this mod basically to what? Convert the whole value into positive value. Similarly, mod B, 3000, mod C, 1500, and mod D, it will be as it is 1000. Okay. Now, the last portion is we have to calculate mean. Mean is also known as average. Okay, there are 3 type of mean: arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean, but I'm talking about normal mean here. Mean, average. Okay, so what do we do? How to calculate average? So I have to calculate, let me clean the screen, I don't have space. Okay, so just think about this context and come here. Okay, now this 1000, 3000, 1500, and 1000 again, each person are making some losses, right? So I want to calculate mean of these. Okay, so to calculate mean, what we do? We add all the values. And we divide them, the total number of individual. Okay, individual. So if I will go with this formula, what I will do? I will simply mention 1000 plus 3000 plus 1500. Let me put it up. 1500 plus 1000 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 terms are there, so 4. If I will calculate it, so 1000, 3000 will become 4000, 4000, and 1500, 55,000. Sorry, 5500, and 5500 and 1000 more. It will be like 65,000. Okay. So if I will divide 65,000, I will get some sort of values. Okay. So let's do it. 4 1 ja 4 and 25. 6 4 ja 24 and 1. 4 2 ja 8 and 4 5 ja 20. This is the actual loss. Okay. So this is how we calculate MAE, mean absolute error. We do not do a square or some sort of thing, because in a square error, we also calculate the same thing and we squared all the values. Okay, but here I'm not squaring because this is absolute value it is asking. Mean absolute error. Okay, so mean absolute error work on this principle. Okay, so hope you guys understand this concept. In the next session I will talk about the implementation in the code of the same MAE. So please do like, share, subscribe, share with your friend families, and give me your comments. Thank you guys, thank you very much.